Alright guys, in today's episode, I've got some wild caught red Argentine shrimp from Six Brothers Beef Company. We're going to fire up my slow and sear kettle. I'm going to show you something different. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this shrimp, but I decided to do a teriyaki shrimp boil. And it gets better from there, guys. Y'all stick around and let's see how we cook these shrimp up. Alright guys, we got the kettle heated up to about 350 degrees on the indirect side right here. And like I said in the intro, we're doing a shrimp boil kind of here, so we're gonna get started with some ingredients to get some things rolling. It's about a quarter container of this small thing of butter right here going in. Alright, so we have that much butter in the pan. We're gonna go ahead and go in with a little Miller Lite here just to get those juices flowing. I'd say just enough to line the bottom of the pan here. A lot of this is going to dissolve, so here's a little over a quarter of this 24-ounce beer. And now we're going to throw some broccoli in as well. I have a little bit of leftover broccoli. Figure this would go good with that. Put that in here. There we go. Get that mixed around in that butter. And we're going to cover this with some foil and let that steam. And I will catch back up with y'all, I'd say, in about 10 minutes. Y'all stick around. Alright y'all, so this has been going for about 15 minutes, and like I told you, I was just going to cover this in foil. I did add a little bit more beer in here, just to keep those flavors rolling. Now I want to get some seasoning going right here. I'm going to be using some honey chipotle barbecue, ash kicking rub right here. This is from Suckle Busters also. Got a nice flavor to it. This is going to put a little heat to it, but everything else we're using is kind of sweet, so this will be perfect. You'll see what I'm talking about. So now that this has melted down and started steaming a little bit, I've got some jalapeno cheddar sausage and then the wild caught shrimp from Six Brothers Beef Company right here. Big old suckers. We're going to toss those in, and I'll have the information down below in the description box for Six Brothers. Go ahead and do that. Alright, let's get that stirred around. Now that sausage is already pre-cooked, so that won't take long. And the butter and the beer is going to steam that shrimp. And all this is going to soak up all these different flavors we're working with. And now I've got some garlic paste right here. You could do fresh garlic if you want. I like to take shortcuts with certain things. So we're going to go ahead and put a decent amount of that in there. I like garlic. And mix that around too, get that garlic nice and mixed up with our beer and our butter, on our shrimp, our broccoli, that sausage. This is coming together good. And now, what I want to do is hit it with a little bit of this Kinder's teriyaki sauce and glaze. I don't want a ton, I still want to be able to taste what I'm cooking. There we go. And I'm going to season it a little bit more now that we got all of our ingredients into the pan. That is looking good. Got a pretty color to it to me. Let's get that mixed up. This is one of those dishes that you can kind of make your own. You could put some potatoes in here, you could do some corn, really anything. I had a few things left over I wanted to use, and this is kind of how this dish came about. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that back up with some foil and let that cook for 10 more minutes. Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. We got us a little jalapeno over here roasting up. Check that out. You can use this stuff for tacos, or just eat it in a bowl with some rice or something, or just by itself, but it's smelling awesome. Let's go ahead and take a peek and see how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking really good. Let's get that stirred around a little bit, get those juices all mixed up. The broccoli's getting a little bit soft, so that's perfect. Make sure we mix that around so we can get evenly cooking on those. Sausage is looking good. Shrimp's changing color on us. Check that out. You can tell it's getting close. I'd say we've got about 10 more minutes. So we're going to add some final ingredients here. We've got some diced up pineapple here. Toss a few of those in, and that's going to have some natural flavor. It's going to mix with those juices. We'll put 4 of those big cubes in there, and then we can shred them up when we're done. But that's going to mix with those juices, put a nice sweet flavor in here, and go good with that teriyaki that we're using. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more of that teriyaki in here. Man, I did throw one chunk of applewood in here in between last time we checked on it. That's not really going to do anything besides provide heat for us, because remember, we got this pack covered with foil. So let's get that mixed around. Smelling awesome. And to kick it up one more notch of flavor, we're going to use some of this Texas original pepper sauce from Suckle Busters as well. There you go. Love this stuff. I'll have the information down below in the description box. Alright. Let's get that mixed up. And I'm going to put the foil back on this aluminum pan and let it keep steaming and braising in those juices for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to be done. I'll catch back up with y'all. Damn, that smells good.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Ooh-wee. You can smell the pineapple.
Yeah, no, you did that just hit.
Alright, y'all, it's been about 15 minutes. Took those tongs twice. Let's see what we're looking like. Smells good. Got this pepper over here. I've got 2 of these Opa jalapeno cheddar sausages left. I'm going to go ahead and grill these up. That's what we sliced up and put into the boil there. Let's go ahead and put those right on the coals for a couple minutes. We're getting some really good bubbling happening. Ooh, that smells good. Yep. Let's get it in here and stir that around. Get pineapple in the juice. Remember, mix all that broccoli around so it cooks up. And broccoli is kind of a personal preference if you like it crunchy or softer. There's some big pieces of broccoli in here, and there's some smaller pieces, so we'll have a little bit of both in here. Man, that's smelling awesome. I do want to go over it with a little bit more of our seasoning, since we added so much liquid in there. There we go. So I'm going to let that cook for 10 more minutes, and that'll be done. And next time I see you, we'll give it a try. Alright, so this has been going for about 35 minutes or so total. And if you can smell this right now, you would definitely want to be giving this a shot. Got all those juices, got the broccoli, the jalapeno cheddar sausage, the pineapples, the shrimp. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to pull this inside, let it cool off just a little bit, and then we'll give it a try. Alright guys, so we've got a little bit of that mixture we created. It's smelling awesome. And we got some toasted tortillas, roasted jalapenos. I'm going to put some of those in there to start out. Put some avocado in here too. Just like that. Check that out. And then we're going to put our goodies from the aluminum pan that we smoked or grilled on the kettle there. Jalapeno cheddar sausage, the wild caught shrimp. Check that out. Tons of juices. And we'll put this right here. Check that out. Let's give it a try. Alright guys, we've got our taco made with the toasted tortilla, the shrimp, the broccoli. We've got that pineapple chunk in there, the jalapeno cheddar sausage. Man, this is smelling awesome. Let's go ahead and get a bite with that big old shrimp on the end. Cheers, y'all. Check that out. We got that guacamole, the roasted jalapenos, that sauce, you taste it. It's got all the flavors you're looking for. Again, you can just make this with potatoes, corn, serve it just like that, put this over some fried rice or something, or like my neighbor Michael says, put them in a tortilla. That's good, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, peace! Y'all keep on barbecuing. Look at that roasted pepper. Cheers, y'all.